Let's say you like doing your own retirement planning. Maybe you're watching this video right now doing research, planning for your own retirement. What are some of the do-it-yourself retirement plans missing? That's what we're going to be going over next. Hey, my name is Mel Stubbs. I'm a financial planner at Christy Capital Management, where we're helping federal employees plan for a better retirement. If you need help, go to christycapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. Lots of people like to do their own retirement planning, and they're mainly focusing on the investments that they pick. It seems like over the last several years, the stock market has done well enough that almost it didn't matter what investment you picked, everything was going up. But are there some planning items that you could be missing by doing it yourself? Most of the people that we work with have saved a good amount of money, and their financial plan is going to work. Some of the mistakes being made here, they may not cause your plan to fail, but it could cost you thousands and thousands of dollars of overpaying taxes, missing out on some returns, maybe because you were invested too conservatively for your situation. Fine-tuning some of these items around the edge of your financial plan can make a huge difference in the amount of money that you have to spend during your lifetime and the amount of money that you can leave to your heirs. So one area that some do-it-yourselfers may struggle with is advanced tax strategies. Most people aren't staying up to date on the tax code changes and all of the nuances in the planning around taxes because you're retired. But there can be thousands and thousands of dollars of savings by doing proper tax planning. We see lots of people's retirement income looking a lot like this picture. Now the bars at the bottom are the amount of income per year, and the diagonal lines going up and to the right, that's the different tax brackets. And you can see in like the first dozen years from 2025 to 2037, the income is lower comparatively speaking. But then you'll see the green bars come in, and that's the required minimum distributions once you hit your RMD age, and you can see the income jumps a lot. The second half of the chart, the income is a whole bunch higher than the first half. In this example, people are jumping 2 tax brackets while both spouses are alive, and then you can see out to the right where there's a steep decline in that diagonal line. That's when one spouse dies and the remaining spouse gets moved down to the single tax bracket. This is illustrating the remaining spouse is going to be in the 35% tax bracket. If you don't do advanced tax planning strategies, this is what your plan might look like. This is losing control of your income and thereby losing control of taxation. There are planning strategies that can happen. If you see here, you can do Roth converting, and that's the yellow bars, each year to shift the traditional money to Roth. In this case, look over here to the right, the couple saves $499,000 in lifetime savings, assuming they live out to age 92 for men and 94 for women, all because of doing tax strategies. Now, in either scenario, this couple had enough money. Their plan was not going to fail, but proper planning may save them almost $500,000 in taxes. Taxes are usually the highest lifetime expense. Many DIY retirement plans aren't doing this kind of planning. I heard someone ask one time, would you ever decide to work with a financial advisor who had never managed anybody else's money except for their personal investments? Most people would say no. But if you're doing it yourself with your retirement plan, that's exactly what you're doing. There are some big things that you could be missing out on by doing it yourself. So that leads into delegation. Our best clients are ones that realize they don't want to be focusing on managing their plan in retirement because they want to go live their life and do the fun things during retirement that they've always wanted to do. So they choose to delegate, to someone else to handle that for them. It gives them more time, gives them peace of mind. I don't know about you, but I delegate a lot of things in my life. For many years, my wife used to cut my hair, but we've moved past that now. Somebody else does it. I've never changed my own oil. I'm pretty sure I would royally mess that up. Most home repairs that take some expertise, probably wise that I get an expert to do it. And why would you delegate? Because it's worth it to pay somebody to do it correctly the first time that's done this before. They can think through all the different strategies, different scenarios that maybe you haven't thought through just to make sure that you get it done right. Another thing missing when you're doing it yourself is, what if you're married and maybe you are the one that handles the financial things and maybe your spouse doesn't? Who's going to help your surviving spouse if something happens to you? Will your spouse be equipped to know how to carry out the tax planning, to know how to properly give money away in the most tax efficient way? Will your spouse know which of the investments were meant to draw as income and which ones were for growth? These are all things that when you're working with us, we can help you with and help your surviving spouse with. Retirement is too important to mess up. In most cases, you don't get a redo. And if you're a federal employee, the retirement system is extra complicated. Most of the people that we talk to don't feel like they're getting the assistance they need from their agency. They have questions, but they don't know who to reach out to. And they have confusion. If you want help with your federal retirement and you want to work with somebody that deals with this day in and day out, please go to ChristyCapital.com and click Talk to an Advisor. We have a new book coming out on your first federal retirement, the 10 decisions that can make or break your retirement. It'll be available March 2025. Check the link in the description to find out how to get a copy. The right mix of accounts can save you on taxes. How much do you hold in your traditional accounts? How much do you hold in a Roth? Check out this video right here. My name is Mel Stubbs. I'll talk to you on the next video.